Thank you. Hey. Whoa. Hello. Hi, everybody. So I just, this isn't the official welcome, so it's just an unofficial reminder that we have our, thank you. Well, thank you. Well, thank you so much. Oh, we have an awesome team. Can we can we hear it for our awesome team here? Everybody. All of you in here. Just a reminder for everybody who's listening either tuning in virtually, and all of you lovely people who are here, right here with me, where I can squeeze and touch you. Yeah, but that sounds weird. Hug you, you know. I think I haven't been around people. Anyway, this was supposed to be really short to say, please bid on silent auction items because it's open for another half an hour. There is this kind of sneaky thing that if you bid in the last 3 minutes, it'll extend. So, I mean, I didn't do it. That's what the software does. So go on in there, bid on the items. There's some really good deals. And including one of our students, Barb. Barb, if you're on the stream, please say hi in the chat. Thanks also to Barb and Annie, who are two of our students who are tuning in virtually and chatting people up. So hi, everybody. Let us know where you're listening from. And Barb makes amazing peppermint patties with her grandfather's peppermint oil from his peppermint farm in Oregon. And I wait on these every year. I'm like drooling just thinking about them. I'm saying all kinds of crazy things, so I better get off this mic. But there are 2 baskets of 25 of those peppermint patties each over there. So could be yours, just saying. Or if you're not here, I'll bring them to you. Okay, now I'm back for real. So I just wanted to highlight some of our amazing silent auction items. We've got a 4-course spring luncheon for 6. Trying to start a bidding war about that one. So I'm just saying, it's Jerry and Diane Warren. They've been into food and wine for many, many years, and they offer this luncheon for other silent auctions as well. So they're seasoned foodies and definitely people you want to talk wine with. This will be on their deck, so in the springtime, up in Darrington, Washington. So definitely check that out. You can find the auction at hugsthatempower.org, and then just click through right under the banner there. What else do I want to tell you all about? We have a beautiful painting, a skyline painting, kind of in purple, especially if you're a purple-loving person. A self-love care package by Infinitely Well by Nichelle Anderson. Alderson. Thank you so much for that. And some other awesome items. So go ahead and check those out. Oh, one more I want to highlight. Acupuncture by our very own board member and supporter for basically as long as we've been doing these auctions, Jenna Beam, and her business is Health Discovery Acupuncture. Yes, let's hear it for Jenna. Thank you, Jenna, so much. She's also one of our board members and running registration right now, so she's such a rock star. We really appreciate her support. And yes, get online, and auction closes in about 20 minutes unless you get in a bidding war at the last 3 minutes. Oh, thank you. Okay, so we'll have one more song. Can we hear it for Jamie Mashler and Gabe Hall Rodriguez? Wow. What a treat. Beautiful live tango music. You got some good snacks over there. If you're tuning in online, thank you for being here with us. And we'll have one more song by this lovely duo, Creosote, and then we'll start our presentation. Thank you so much, and hope you're having a great time.
that's also coming from our TangoStride happy hour? Or?
No.
So thank you so much for the TangoStride. I'm Gus. We're doing too much. Take it down a watch, please. That hurts my ears.
Right. Get right on that microphone.
Right there. All right. Hey guys, my name's Gus. I'm one of the tango dancers in my TangoStride woman. Where's Gabriella? She's over here. Back up. Hi. Thank you for coming, everyone here, and thank you for doing tango with us and have some food and dancing and having so much fun today. And it's all for Gabriella.
Well, I hope you had some of Gus's chocolate-covered macaroons. So good. And I don't know if I'm in a good spot here. Like this? Okay. Am I breaking things? Am I breaking things? Guess whose mic stand this is? I own this, but apparently I don't know how to use it. Okay, like that? Okay. For now? Right, because we had it all set up and now I mixed it up. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Gus. I just have a long list of thank yous today. Thank you, Gus. Thanks for making the chocolate-covered macaroons for us. Now, fourth year in a row, I think, since 2017. So good. And thank you for the introduction. Thank you all for being here today. You know, a little smaller than usual, and our folks online. Thank you for joining us virtually, but small and mighty. Small and mighty. That's right. Thank you so much to all our silent auction donors, sponsors, and to the folks bidding and bidding wars. It was getting exciting over there, right down to the last count. And I want to say also thank you to our volunteers, because you guys really make this possible. It's a lot to do. So they come in and work magic. Thank you, Jenna. She's been one of our board members for, I think, pretty much since we started. And she also donates to our silent auction every year, and she runs registration. And we just couldn't really do this without her. So thank you, Jenna. Thank you, of course, to our amazing musicians, Jamie Mashler, Gabe Hall Rodriguez. Wow, thank you so much for keeping us inspired and uplifted. And also another musician who often plays for our soirees, but every year that he hasn't actually been playing, he's also been here as a volunteer. So let's hear it for Stuart Zobel. He's doing sound for us today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Phil, who stepped in to do the streaming and video for us. And let me tell you, whew, I felt a weight lifted off my shoulder. Thank you so much. Let's hear it for Phil. Amadeo and Amy, who jumped in to do the food team for us this year. Thank you for making that happen. And Tim, who joined in as well. I also working some behind the scenes magic to make sure this was all, we had everything we needed for the event. So thank you for that. Appreciate that. Keith for joining us this year as a volunteer. Hisu as well over at registration. Thank you. James, my neighbor, and also he's the reason we have these tables and all this stuff, because he's willing to do all that. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm looking around. My mom, who does our flowers, Lydia. Give her a little shout. Who am I missing? Okay. Well, then, Terry, who's online, as well. She's our secretary and has been. We couldn't actually have a nonprofit without a secretary. So thank you, Terry. And Barb and Annie, who are two of our students who are hosting online as well. So thank you so much. Well, when I was looking back and also preparing some of the videos that we have coming up for you, which I'm really excited about, I felt moved by the resilience of our students. But also, when I said videos, I remembered there's one really important one that I want to take a really quick pause for before we go on celebrating. So we have we've lost some people in the last 2 years, so. Oh, well, those tears. Yes, so, luckily not COVID related, but I think COVID kind of has complicated things for all of us in some way or another. And for our program, it kept us apart for a long time. Thank you for taking a moment. And we actually lost Evelyn this year, so in adding on to our little list of people that we're missing now. Okay. So I was looking at some of our, videos from over the years and compiling them. And what I realized was that, it's just our students or I don't know if I realized, I was reminded of how resilient they are and how resilient we are as a team. And you're going to hear from Joni, and you're going to hear her inspiring story. But I was also thinking of, each of our students has their own story. And one person that stood out to me as well was Nancy. And we call her Fancy Nancy because she loves to do her fancy footwork. And she's had a Milonga dance-off planned with Gus. So we're going to get back to that. But Nancy had a second stroke in 2019 in the fall. She was in the hospital. We were trying to inspire her. Amadeo had just started supporting us, and he brought an iPod or some kind of MP3 player so we could get and put some tango music on it to take to the hospital, so she could listen to tango music and kind of keep her going. And so thank you for that, Amadeo. I know Nancy appreciated it. And then when the shutdown happened, she actually had a fall a little bit after we canceled our classes. And so when we started back up again, and I think, some of our students can attest to this, after a year or more than a year of not really getting up out of a wheelchair, besides like transferring, it can be tough. But Nancy's had some breakthroughs lately, inspired by Joni and Steve. And it just really moved me thinking about, how much you can kind of keep starting over from wherever you're at, So meet yourself where you're at and then go from there. And that's really what we try to do in our programs, in our dancing. And I just, our students and our program are, my happy place. Whenever anything else is going on, they bring me a lot of inspiration, and they really keep me going. So speaking of keeping going, this will be the last year we're at this beautiful venue, and we've had some really beautiful memories here. Many of you know we had to change the date pretty last minute, and so I'll tell you more about that another time, because today we're here to enjoy. But thank you to everybody who made it work, even if you had, planned on December 5th. And thank you to everybody who was planning on coming and couldn't make it, or those of you that tuned in online, or that's what we do. We adapt and we keep going. And I promised I would say this one thing in front of you now, because I want you to hold me accountable. 5 years ago, when we started this organization, I started out by saying my plan is to train people to do this TangoStride thing. I haven't done that yet. But in 2022, I'm telling all of you, so you can hold me accountable, I want to at least do a pilot to start training I'm not giving a number, but a few people, so that they can do TangoStride, perhaps in other places, not just in Seattle. So I wanted to say that here today, so that by next year I have to come back saying something about it. And last but not least, I have the honor and the pleasure of introducing one of our TangoStride students. She is such a rock star. She joined our classes, and 2 weeks later, she was boogieing down the street in the middle of a parade. So, and it takes one to know one. So her husband also joined, of course, and danced down the street in the middle of this parade. I believe it was his birthday. I think that's pretty awesome. So let's hear it also for Charlie, because thank you, Charlie, for always being there and supporting us and supporting Joni with her new dancing habit. Joni is a really impressive lady. She's just done so much, and it's really moving to see how hard she works at her walking and this new challenge that life has given her. And she'll tell you more about her story, but it's really inspiring to see. So I'm excited for you to see this video about Joni, and then we'll welcome Joni to the stage.
Joni came to us with quite the resume. At just 32 years of age, she became city manager of Mill Creek, then went on to be Snohomish County's deputy executive, and got our regional light rail system back on track as the executive director and CEO of Sound Transit from 2001 to 2016, and she wrote a book about it. After her injury, Joni put the same energy into her healing. And thanks to her physical therapist, Suzanne, she joined our TangoStride program in July 2019. Just a couple of weeks later, she and her husband Charlie were boogieing down Greenwood Avenue with us in the Seafair Parade.
So Joni, you've been dancing with us since the summer. What do you think? How's it going?
I love it. Tango is healthy, it's fun. It's about love and friendship in the class. And it's just really energizing.
That's wonderful to hear. Would you recommend it to somebody?
Absolutely.
And how has it helped you with your walking?
It has. I'm bending my knee better. And that's totally due to Tango.
I'm glad to hear that. And your crown, we see your crown.
Yep.
Thank you, Joni.
The shutdown was difficult for everybody to keep moving. And so we've kind of started over in a way over the last 6 months since the summertime when we started our classes in person again. But the great thing is that Joni kept practicing on Zoom when she could, and she remembers the moves, so that is a huge advantage. And we've been really, noticing how she's lifting her crown. You can see it in her posture when she straightens up, and she even brought her crown to class one day, because that's her awesome sense of humor. She just got such a positive attitude, working on the knee bend, like Joni mentioned, and just supporting herself with her legs more evenly. And it's just been a joy to have Joni with us. She's such an inspiration to all of us. Thank you so much, Joni.
If President Biden can take his mask off when he talks, so can I. So my journey to TangoStride started on March 8th, 2011, when I had open heart surgery to replace my aortic valve with a pig valve after a doctor discovered I had a burst defect in my aortic valve. So the surgery went well, and I came through it all just fine. And then fast forward to December 2013, and I started having trouble breathing, walking upstairs at work, which I did several times a day. And I got kind of scared because it was a similar symptoms to what I had in February and March before my first surgery. So I went to the cardiologist, and he said, yep, your pig valve has failed, and you have to have another surgery. So on January 2nd, 2014, I had my pig valve replaced with a mechanical valve, which I didn't want because I have to be on Coumadin or warfarin for life. And I didn't want to be on a blood thinner for life. So I had that surgery on January 2nd, and I went through the hospital's 6-week cardiac rehab program, and then I graduated, and I was supposed to walk 45 minutes a day outside. So I was doing that all through March and April, and I was getting stronger and walking further. And then on Sunday, April 20th, 2014, I went out for my cardiac walk, and I had on a t-shirt and a jacket and yoga pants. And I was walking really strong. I walked up 5 or 6 hills from where our house was to Tacoma Avenue, turned right on Tacoma Avenue, which is a really wide sidewalk. And I was really cooking. I felt wonderful. I thank God for getting me through 2 open heart surgeries, and I had a big smile on my face, and I was pumping my arms and really cooking. And a little 8-year-old boy on a brand new Easter bike came up behind me and ran into my right leg, and I collapsed. And I threw my arm down. He and his bike were under me, so I threw my arm down to break my fall, and I broke my wrist, and I kept falling, and I hit my head on the concrete sidewalk. And the boy's mother and brother were walking up ahead of him, and the brother turned around and saw that there'd been an accident, so they came rushing back, and the mom called 911, and the paramedics came. And the other thing that happened was when I fell and hit my head, I broke my sunglasses off right on the edge, and it put a big gash in my forehead. And head wounds bleed anyway, but add blood thinner to it and you get a real gusher. And so the paramedics wrapped my head with bandages and splinted my wrist and took me off to the hospital to St. Joseph's in Tacoma. And I had a CT scan done, and they didn't find anything concerning. So they did 11 stitches in my forehead and resplinted my hand, my wrist, and had me see an orthopedic surgeon. And that Friday I had a plate and 4 screws put in my wrist, and my arm was casted. Then on the following Monday, I woke up with just a horrific headache. On a pain scale of 1 to 10, it was about a 15. And my husband was already gone for the day, so I called my niece who lived in Tacoma and asked her to come take me to the doctor because I didn't think I could drive. I hurt too bad. And as I got up to the clinic, I started throwing up really bad. And we got up to my doctor's office, and they took one look at me, and they called 911 to have an ambulance take me literally across the street to St. Joseph's Hospital ER. And the ER doctor did a MRI and found I had a subdermal hematoma, which is an internal brain bleed. He said I had a traumatic brain injury and I needed to have it operated on right away. So off I went into surgery, and I was out of it all night. And then Tuesday morning they came in to see me, and they said they needed to do another surgery in order to help my brain swell. So they took me off to surgery, and they cut out a part of my skull cap for my brain to swell, and I slipped into a coma. And I was in the coma for 3 weeks, and when I woke up, I couldn't walk, talk, or swallow. So they put in a feeding tube, and they started me on speech therapy, physical therapy, and occupational therapy every day. I was in the hospital for 5.5 months. And when I got home in October, we started up with a company called Rehab Without Walls, where they bring the therapist to your home. It's a wonderful service, and I have a physical therapist named Suzanne who's fabulous, and I still see her twice a week because I can't walk yet independently. So, lost my train of thought. So in June of 2019, my husband and I moved from Tacoma to Mill Creek to be closer to our 2 kids and our 4 grandkids. And I was sleeping a lot with my brain injury. And Suzanne thought I was sleeping too much, so she looked around for something for me to do, and she found TangoStride classes. And I thought she was crazy because I couldn't walk without a walker, so how could I dance? But we went to a class to observe and met Gabriella, and I loved it. And I was really encouraged because there were a couple students that were more disabled than me, and I could see them get up and do a couple steps. So I joined in and have been going ever since. And it's just a fabulous program. It truly is. So the reason I can't walk yet, it's been 7.5 years, and I can't walk independent of a walker because my right leg has too much tone in it. And the tone makes my leg go rigid, so my knee won't bend. And it's really irritating. And Gabriella has been able to get my right knee to bend. So now I'm very hopeful that I'll be able to walk independently again by transferring it over. So Suzanne, my physical therapist, has incorporated the rock step into my physical therapy so that I can bend my knee. So I just want to say that TangoStride has, the whole motto of dance to walk is so true. It's so true. And I really believe in it. And I'm very hopeful about my future. And I want to thank Gabriella for that. I mean, she put us in that Greenwood Seafair parade, and then she's also had us go to different students' homes for outdoor birthday parties, and she's just so fabulous, and it's amazing. She works with each of us on an individual level to strengthen our weaknesses, which is what she's done with me with my knee, and she's just amazing. So if you have anybody that's got a mobility issue, sign them up. And please give to the cause, because it does make a difference. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Welcome. I'm so excited to be with you again, albeit virtually. I'm Terry Benioff, the Secretary and a board member for Hugs That Empower. What a crazy year it's been, huh? Or 2 years, really. But despite all obstacles, TangoStride students and their fabulous caregivers have remained active, engaged, inspired, and determined. And with a great deal of caring and creativity, dear Gabriella has found ways to help them stay mobile in 2021. At first virtually, then also in the park, and finally, carefully, indoors with masks. Nothing can stop our wonderful students. You've just witnessed Joni's incredible story, and you can see the joy she feels when she's dancing. She's such an inspiration to all to have the courage to strive, to thrive, and become limitless. Thank you so much, Joni. You give us all so much. Because of your generous donations over the past 5 years, this amazing opportunity continues to be available to those who are waiting to dance to walk. You are Hugs That Empower. Sorry. This is a very emotional time for me to looking at how Hugs That Empower and TangoStride has remained and grown and continues to serve these students. So if I become tearful during this presentation, that's why. It's because it's such a beautiful thing. So, going on, let me just say, because of your generous donations over the past 5 years, this amazing opportunity continues to be available to those who are waiting to dance to walk. You are Hugs That Empower. We deeply appreciate each donation. So, let me get together. Now is the time to make sure that in 2022, even more students dance to walk. Let's make it happen. Are you ready? I didn't hear you. Are you ready? Okay. All right, our goal today is 20,000. We can do it. I'm personally asking each of you to dig deep and give big, because every donation is essential to accomplishing our mission to offer TangoStride to anyone who needs it in 2022 and beyond. For those of you who have supported us through thick and thin, we thank you for being here again this year, virtually and in person. For those of you who are new to Hugs That Empower, a warm welcome to our TangoStride family. Those of you who have joined us in person, there are donation cards and envelopes on your tables. For those of you who have joined us online, please donate at our website, www.hugsthatempower.org. hugsthatempower.org. If you prefer to donate by my mail, however, there are instructions on the website. And of course, all donations are tax deductible. We're starting with $2,500. $2,500 donation will fund more than 60 TangoStride class passes. After a year of TangoStride classes, we've seen a student take his first steps solo for the first time in 20 years. And our dear Ellie regained movement in her hip that she'd been unable to restore in 2 rehabilitation facilities. 2,500 can perform miracles. Let's donate 2,500. Thank you. That said, $1,000 provides 25 TangoStride class passes. After 6 months of intensive class, Gus and Fancy Nancy were competing with their milonga footwork, and other students have summoned the courage to try walking without their leg braces, using their rebuilt muscles to support themselves again. Lots can be done with $1,000. Keep it coming. And $500. A $500 donation will provide 12 TangoStride classes. In just over 3 months, Ryan went from needing the support of 3 people to stand upright to being able to maintain his own balance for about 10 seconds. An amazing feat of determination and courage. That's what $500 can do. Imagine what multiple donations of $500 can do. Okay, and onward to $250. $250 donation will provide 6 TangoStride class passes. After just a month and a half of lessons, Ron danced his way up a ramp into class without his wheelchair. Yeah, $250 can make a huge difference. Ready? How about $100? That's going to provide 2 TangoStride passes. And after just a couple of classes, you saw Joni. Well, Joni and her husband Charlie were inspired to boogie on down the road with us at the Greenwood Seafair Parade in 2019. The COVID shutdown put the brakes on everyone's progress. But once it was lifted, Joni was raising her crown high again after just 2 classes. A $100 gift will provide a possibly life-changing opportunity for 2 people. So keep those $100 donations coming in. Just keep them coming. Thank you. And even $50 will provide 1 TangoStride class pass. No donation is too small. With a $50 donation, 1 student can try our TangoStride small group classes. In just 1 class, we've seen people light up with hope and joy. Yes, what an opportunity. Thank you so much. Again, we thank you all for your generous donations that will ensure that our students can continue to improve their futures by dancing to walk with TangoStride. We're beyond proud of our amazing TangoStride students and their dedicated caregivers. Thank you once again for believing in them. We look forward to seeing you in person in 2022 to eat, dance, hug, and share more inspired stories. So enjoy the live music while you complete your donations. Virtual participants, you can do this at hugsthatempower.org. Be safe, be healthy, and dance always. Thank you.
Terry Benioff. Again, we couldn't have a nonprofit without a secretary, and she's been doing this and making sure we can keep going with our mission to dance to walk. We'll have 1 song from our amazing duo, Jamie Mashler, Gabe Hall Rodriguez. As you take some time, if you'd like to make a donation, we would really appreciate that. And we have 1 more thing left that we hope you'll all participate in. And that's Gus, we'll need your help with that. And so online or here, please stay for another couple of songs. People out there that don't know the Cupid Shuffle, can you tell them the pattern really quick?
Yeah.
How's it go?
So I go to the right, to the right, to the right, to the then to the left, to the left, the left, the left. Now kick, kick and kick. Now walk it by yourself. By yourself with a Cupid Shuffle. I'm Cupid Shuffle.
January 2nd, 2007. Time for a change. New Cupid. King of Swing Out, baby. January 2nd, 2007. Down, down, do your dance, do the Cupid chain. Down, down, do your dance, do your dance. Down, down, do your dance, do your dance. We got a brand new dance. Down, do your dance, do your dance. Down, down, do your dance. We got a brand new dance. Down, do your dance. Oh, down, down, do your dance, do your dance. Now let me down, down, do your dance, do your dance. Down, yeah. They say I'm a rapper, and I say no. You say what you doing, trying to do somebody go. I just let the music come from my soul, so all of my people can stay on the floor. They got a brand new dance, you gotta move your muscle. Brand new dance, it's called a Cupid Shuffle. It don't matter if you're young or you're old. Here we go, we gon' show you how it goes. To the right, to the right, to the right, to the right, to the left, to the left, to the left, to the left. Now kick, now kick, now kick, now kick. Now walk it by yourself. Now walk it by yourself. Down, down, do your dance. Come on, down, down, do your dance. Let me see you do the Cupid. Down, do your dance. Do your dance. Down, down, do your dance. Oh yeah, come on. Down, down, do your dance. Let me see you do the Cupid. Do the shuffle, baby. Now walk it by yourself. Now you see what I'm talking about. I represent for the dirty south, where we're known for swinging now. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. Down, down, do your dance, down, down, do your dance. Let me see you do the Cupid Shuffle, the Cupid Shuffle, the Cupid Shuffle, the Cupid Shuffle. Down, down, do your dance. Down, down, do your dance. Down, down, do your dance. Down, down, yeah. Here we go. The right, the right, the right, the right, the left, the left, the left, the left, the left. Now kick, now come on, baby, kick. Now walk it by yourself. Walk it by yourself. To the right, to the right, to the right, the right, the right. The left, to the left, to the left, the left, the left. Now kick, now kick, now kick, now kick. Now walk it by yourself. Walk it by yourself. And do the Cupid Shuffle. Now let me see you do the Cupid Shuffle. Now let me see you do the. It's your boy Cupid, C-U-P, the I to D. Mr. Fat on the track, got another hit indeed. Hey. Down, down, do your dance, do your dance. Come on, come on. Down, down, do your dance, do your dance. Let me see you. Do your dance, do your dance. Do your dance. Down, down, do your dance, do your dance. Down, down, do your dance. We got a brand new dance. Kick a swing out, baby. We got a brand new sound. Mr. Fat on the track. We got a brand new feel. We got a brand new style, y'all. You better watch out, cause we coming. So get ready for the brand new style. You better watch out, cause we coming. We got another one, Mr. Fat. Yup.
See you next year. Same bad time, same bad channel. Thank you, son.
Woo! Thank you, John.
Thank you. Am I too close to the speaker? Okay. Thank you so much for joining us, whether you joined us online or here in person. I have my little chart, I forgot to show it to you, but we were at like 9,600 coming into this. So wow, thank you so much to our amazing community. Our goal this year is 20,000. We'll update it, of course, after this event. So thank you for helping us get closer to that and coming in already almost halfway there to this event. We really appreciate you. We couldn't do this without you. And we'll see you next year. Same bat time, same bat channel. Thank you. Woo! Our amazing musicians, Jamie Mashler, Gabe Hall Rodriguez, all our volunteers, our TangoStride students, you all rock. All of our supporters, we just love you. Thank you.